Creek Squad, what up, y'all? I got mad and I did what I did, and I do not regret what I did. But I'll tell you this right now. I'm dropping it right now. If I hear anything else about it, we can get rowdy.
Hey, good morning, folks. Nothing like waking up to some more hypocrisy. Yeah, sorry I missed you guys this weekend. We were running around awful busy getting some things done. Went to a huge flea market and auction over in the far west corner of the state, and of course we put in a new desk system. We're putting another person on the phone part time. So anyway, been kind of busy. Anyway, let's talk about some stuff. You know, first I want to address this. This video of you responding to people saying you're on drugs.
The thing is about that, Chad. What if I was? I mean, I'm not, but what if I was? Right. Who fucking cares? Right. It ain't hurting nobody. Right. I'm fucking 31. Yeah. I've been at court for 5 years, motherfucker. I should be doing every drug in the goddamn book. Yeah. So what? And this person, the people who say that,
This person's
drugs.
me.
I can guarantee you that motherfucker's got a drug problem.
I ain't got a drug problem.
Like, why you? And that's the thing. People are mistaken being driven for being on drugs because they have to have something to blame it on because they're so fucking lazy.
Oh, for God's sakes. I want to tell you, like I told my son once, Ryan. If you're on drugs, you got an excuse for your behavior. But if you're telling me that what we have witnessed is you of a sound mind and sober, that's even more concerning than you being on drugs. Because if you're on drugs, that would maybe explain some of the behavior. But if you're not on drugs, then how do you explain it? Honestly, how do you explain it if you're not on drugs? That's what I'd like to know. Okay. So you want to tell me that this is you of a sober, sound mind?
There ain't no fucking dead girl, bruh. That is not Ellen's ex. I don't know where the fuck. I don't know how there's all these links. So I screenshotted it. Go ask him. Please. Good guys, good gals, stand up. Go ask this fucking weirdo who the fuck he's talking about.
I mean, that goes on for 20 minutes, that little montage I made. And you want to tell me that's a view of a sober, sound mind, then that's even more concerning than if you were on drugs. Because if you're on drugs, at least there's a fucking reason for it. But the most alarming part of what you said is it ain't hurting nobody. Bullshit, it ain't hurting nobody. Bullshit. Going clear back to the beginning of the year, because that's all we've seen from you. When we took our little drive yesterday, riding for 2 hours, and me and my wife were just talking, bouncing stuff off each other. And one of the things she said that really struck me is, you use your social media influence to hurt people, and you wield permanent damage. So it's not like a normal thing where a couple of people have maybe a disagreement, and let's say it even comes to blows, and like you punch each other and you both get a black eye, the black eye heals, and you go on with your life, right? Oh, not you. No. You take out an eye, or you take off a fucking limb. You do permanent damage and then go, oh, I'm done now. I don't fuck with it no more. And then just walk away like nothing happened. And there this person is, their life's been changed forever. And you just go back to just being Ryan. That's bullshit. You irresponsibly use your social media influence. And how can we see this in real time? Well, I'll invite you right now. Go to Heavy Duty Country's page. I'll bet you if he uploads a video today and you go there, there will be comments from Crack Squad in the comment section saying nasty, derogatory shit. That's never going to go away for him. Never. You think Xana May, Ryan, could just go back to her normal life? Can she still use her YouTube the way she had intended to in the beginning? Because I promise you, if she uploads a video today, Crack Squad will be all over it, making nasty ass comments. So yeah, I wouldn't go down the I ain't on drugs avenue. I would happily admit I was on drugs because at least there's an excuse. At least there's a reason why you would do that, and people could learn to forgive. But if you want to sit there and tell me that you were of a sober, sound mind when you drugged those grieving parents and said their child was fake and that they were just trying to get some GoFundMe money, when you destroyed 3 women's personal lives by doxing everything you could find about them on a live feed to 2.8 million of your fans. I mean, I just hate to keep beating the same dead horse, but I'll tell you, it's just disgusting to witness how unself-aware you are. It ain't hurting nobody. That's permanent damage. And for you to try to destroy Chase Matthews' career, for God's sakes, over some little personal beef you have about a half a sentence in a news article that he has no journalistic power over, no more than you or I. Chase never even spoke to that journalist. That journalist was quoting Chase in third party. And the journalist that wrote the article used that verbiage, not Chase. Those weren't Chase's words he was typing verbatim. That was the journalist just expressing his opinion on it. And he worded it in such a way that you found some technical thing, a half a sentence long, that you don't like. So you're going to try to destroy his career rather than have some personal disagreement that you handle with each other behind closed doors like men. No. You flip on your fucking camera and sick Crack Squad on him. And buddy, that's exactly what they did. They shot straight for his page. He had to shut all his comments off. So it's not, so you say this bullshit. I mean, this is the stuff that really pisses you off.
Crack Squad, what up, y'all? I want to say this for the record. The fact that Chase signed with somebody does not bother me at all whatsoever.
That is a lie. There's no way you were that upset over 3 words on a fucking news article.
It has nothing to do with me. It changes my day zero. What I got mad about was there was an article put out that made it look like I with mainstream record labels. I do not.
Nobody had that take on it, Ryan. Nobody. I literally, before my wife even seen any of the shit that was going on, seen any of the video you made about Chase or anything, I had to read that article and say, what did you get from that? I showed it to somebody else, had them read, what did you get from it? Nobody saw what you saw in those 4 words. Chase had no journalistic power over that article. That journalist was typing that on his own. He was not quoting Chase. And Chase has no more control over what some newspaper publishes than you or I. And when you make these claims that you was told it'd be changed and it wasn't, who told you they could change it? Because it ain't Billboard, or it ain't Warner, it ain't Chase. It's some damn journalist that works for some third-party company. And I'll bet you if we got a hold of that guy, he'll say he never spoke to you and never promised you anything. But this is the part that's really annoying.
That's not what I stand by. So the article insinuating that I did it on me, and I don't like that.
Oh, geez.
I was asked for it to change. I was told twice.
So you don't like the way something says, so let's destroy his career over it. Let's use our social media platform to permanently permanently destroy, permanently negatively attack his career because you don't like something.
That it would change. It didn't change. That was a lie. I got mad and I did what I did, and I do not regret what I did. But I'll tell you this
That
right.
is the problem. That's the problem right there. Is you've taken on this God complex where you don't, and I honestly believe that you don't care. You don't regret it. I don't think you care what you did to Kylie Rodney's parents, and you don't regret it. I don't think you care what you did to Ickadmel, and you don't regret it. You know, I could go to Ickadmel's page right now, Ryan. I promise you, there's nasty comments from Crack Squad on a video he uploaded today. You don't care what you did to Zanime. You don't care what you did to her family. You don't care what you did to Callie, the 17-year-old girl you doxed. You just don't care. Their lives are forever affected by what you did because you use your social media platform to do it rather than just your personal self. You use a bunch of low IQ fans to go attack people. I mean, I got people telling me they're going to come to my house and beat me up on your behalf. Why would you even want fans that would do that? And what are you going to do, Ryan? Tell me. What is your I don't care reaction going to be when one of your fans goes out and hurts somebody on your behalf? Mr. Guilt by Association.
Now, I'm dropping it right now. If I hear anything else about it, we can get rowdy.
I'm dropping it right now. And if we hear anything, so you're just going to drop it because it had no effect on you, right? Nothing about your life changed. Problem is Chase can't drop it. I'm sure he would like to drop it, but you think Crack Squad's going to let him drop it? Nope. He will not be able to turn the comments back on any of his videos for a long time because of you. And I just can't believe that you want to pull this bullshit of some humble dude from the sticks that's a nice guy that would give you the shirt off your back, but then turn around and do that shit. Permanent damage. Permanent. Non-reversible. And let's just say, for example, I mean, I can tell you, I don't think you got near the power you think you have. I mean, Chase will have to put up with a bunch of negativity from Crack Squad on YouTube, but you didn't have any effect on that boy's career. Warner is going to go right on and promote him and not give a rat's ass what you said. But the fact that you think it would, that's what's scary, is your motive was to destroy him over some stupid little personal beef. Rather than you and him work it out, you wanted to destroy his career. That's sinister, dude. That shit's evil. Evil. Let's say he got canceled over it. How would you have felt if he would have actually got canceled over what you did? Would you be happy? What would you be? Would that punishment fit the crime of some journalist printing something, a half a sentence you didn't like? So now his career gets destroyed over it? Is that fair? Buddy, holler boy, humble kid from the sticks. I hope you know that shtick is gone. You can't use that shtick anymore. You've proven that you're not a nice guy. You're only nice to the people you like. If you don't like them, look the fuck out. And like I said, it's way different when it's just two people having a disagreement. But when one of you has 2.8 million followers and about 3,000 or 4,000 that are extremely low IQ and just complete cultists, just complete followers, complete simps, like Uncle Will and those of the like, it just blows my mind that is what you use your social media influence for, is to hurt people instead of do good, instead of fucking promote your music, instead of show positive things, instead of use it to lift people up. You use it to tear people apart that you don't like. I look at the whole Katie Noel thing, okay? What she did to you was shitty, okay? I'll be the first one to tell you, I thought it was terribly shitty. But, you know, my wife and I were talking about that, and she said something that really made a lot of sense. What choice did Katie Noel have? Okay. Because I know for certain if she would have just silently broke up with you, you would have turned on your camera and did the same thing. You would have turned on your camera. You would have told Crack Squad she's a piece of shit, and then Crack Squad would have went after her. Just like they did Heavy Duty Country, just like they did Icked Mal, just like they did Ronnie Jones, just like they did Zanime, just like they did me, just like they did Chase, just like they did Nicole Arbor, just everybody you've had a beef with. So what choice did she have, really, Ryan? She had to get out in front of it somehow. And I just, kind of what I took from that is things were moving a little bit too fast. She felt like she was in over her head and she wanted out. Now, she went about it in an immature way, but honestly, what choice did she have but to try to get out in front of it? Because she knew, she had saw what Crack Squad does to people. So she knew if she broke up with you, it was going to be a hailstorm. And that's exactly what she got, right? Not justifying what she did by any means. It was shitty. But I'm just telling you, you left her not much of a choice. And then we look at Nicole Arbor. Okay, is there some truth to what she said? Well, seeing what we've seen, I used to believe, Ryan would never be mean to a woman. I can't picture. I just saw you do it I saw you do it to 3 women that have never said a negative word to you ever. One of them didn't even know who you were. And you literally unleashed a hell on them, not giving a shit. And now you decide, I'm just going to move on. This is over for me. I'm just going to move on. They can't move on. They can't move on. You fucking left a whole wake of fucking damage they got to deal with. They got missing arms and missing legs and an eye poked out. You got your shirt dirty. You can just move on, brush it off, go back to your fucking life. They can't. So I don't know, dude. I hope the day comes that they take your fan base away from you. So you don't have 2.8 million people to use as weapons anymore to attack people you don't like. Because basically that's what you use your YouTube platform for. You sure as hell ain't using it to promote your music. You sure as hell ain't using it to promote new artists. No, you use it to attack people you don't like. What did we see all summer long? Trolling Johnny Gobble, fucking try to destroy Heavy Duty Country, try to destroy Nicole Arbor, try to destroy Katie Noel, try to fucking destroy Chase Matthew. Just unbelievable. And then your response is, well, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to put this to bed and I don't want to hear no more about it. I'll bet you Chase would like to not hear any more about it too. But unfortunately, he don't have that luxury. He's going to have to put up with Crack Squad's mouth for fucking years because of you. You. And your fucking Crack Squad. Your fucking weapons. Your social media weapons. I think what you're doing is fucking evil, dude. It's sinister and it's evil. None of it's justified. And at least if you're on drugs, we could all make sense of it and learn to forgive. But if you're going to stand here and look at me, just like my son used to do, and swear to me it ain't got nothing to do with drugs, and you want to tell me you were of a sound, sober mind and did that, that is a huge concern. A huge concern. Just like my son steal one of my credit cards and go fucking max it out and then tell me he's not on drugs. So then I say, well, then you're totally sober and you wanted to fucking steal from me that bad? Well, same thing I'm saying to you. You want to stand there and tell me you're stone sober, but you just wanted to destroy 3 women's lives? You wanted to destroy Chase Matthews' career over 3 little words in a fucking publication he had no control over. Yeah, I bet he wishes he could just move on, drop it, not mention it no more. Yeah, I just love to see him be able to turn his comments back on his videos. He ain't going to be able to do that for a long time. But I can tell you, you're not big enough to hurt the guy's career. Thank God. Thank God. Because Warner probably looks at you like some fucking gnat. You are nothing to them. I know you think you are, but you're not. And the views you've gotten on the last little bit of music you've uploaded, you ought to take a long, hard look at that and be a little bit concerned that a Johnny Gobble troll got way more views than your music. Dude, move on. I don't want to hear about it no more. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I hope, like hell, I never thought I'd say this, but I hope to God they yank that fucking YouTube platform right out from under you and make you beg to get it back. Because without it, you're nothing. Without those fucking fans that you use as weapons, you're nothing. Nothing. You would have to sell CDs out of the trunk of a car, but for YouTube. And I hope the fuck they see what you've been doing and they take it away from you. This fucking shit's off the hook, dude. I just want to move on.